What's good? What's good? What's good? If you're just coming in, Indiana Pacers versus New York Knicks, Game 5. We're on commercial break. Back to the game.
Think about some of his early success here offensively, moving without the ball, and when he does have the ball in his hands, being able.
Who y'all got for Game 5? New York Knicks or Indiana Pacers? Did the Indiana Pacers close it out in 5, or did the New York Knicks extend to a Game 6?
2 of 2 from downtown, 12 early points for Brunson.
And the Knicks on an 11-2 run right now to the last minute and a half. Towns is out. Hart is in. Anunoby is out. McBride is in. Nembhard is out for Indiana. And T.J. McConnell has come in. And here's Tony Bradley on top. And McConnell flies inside. Can't get it. And in there, Bradley grabs the miss. Out of bounds. Off of New York. Hart stepped over the line. Indiana's ball.
The defensive pressure applied by New York early here. They are up and engaged right into the ball handlers. We didn't see that.
So far, New York is on it, man.
Toppin got the quick inbound, and he was held by McBride as he took it inside to the iron, and the foul on Deuce McBride, number 1.
The old Villanova teammates Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges talking about it now, but a real breakdown defensively there on whether they were switching or not. They leave Obi Toppin wide open going to the rim. McBride had to take the foul.
Toppin in this series from the line is 2 of 2. The former college basketball player of the year from Dayton will be at the line. Don't miss a playoff moment with the NBA app. Download the app today for the latest scores, highlights, and behind-the-scenes playoff access to all the drama of the NBA.
You guys haven't been in this situation in a closeout game when you're up on the road in this building. It's all about weathering the storm. Right now, New York has come out on fire offensively. Can the Pacers stay engaged and stay within striking distance?
New York shooting 60%, Indiana shooting 30%. Shot clock here down to 6.
So far, New York's been balling, man.
Halliburton defending will take it again inside.
Ooh, Brunson just hitting everything.
Brunson's got 14 first-quarter points for New York.
Brunson's now 5 for 7 in the series when he's been able to get Tyrese Halliburton on him.
Butterflies.
It's McConnell. McBride's defense.
Nice job by McBride keeping him out of the paint.
Shepard put on the brakes. McConnell is open from 3.
There's those dare shots again for McConnell.
That's McConnell's 4th 3 of the playoffs. Had not made one in this series. Was 0 for 4 until that one.
Brunson getting blitzed. Cross-court Hart. McBride. Again, the shot clock is down to 3. McBride wheeling into McConnell. Knocked away. Great Pacer defense, jarring the ball free.
Great defense by McConnell. Close out and then strip.
It's Halliburton, and Toppin is free. Fakes it. Hart is there. McConnell will follow as they set it up again. Halliburton, Shepard, Bridges will defend. Robinson snares the loose ball. He's got a couple rebounds already. And Hart, who's gone from a starter inside, he goes. Robinson.
New York is coming out strong so far.
From Josh Hart.
I don't know why Toppin's looking around.
They're fighting for their life, man.
You know you're
coming out strong though.
You got to get to the paint area.
Toppin for 3. Bricks it. Rebound Jalen Brunson.
Brunson, he'll put up a 3. With the rebound.
Brunson goes for 3, misses.
Toppin.
Topping with the turnover.
The ball off of Indiana.
You can't be trying to do things that aren't in your game,
Thank
Reggie.
you, Coach.
And that's Obi Toppin is a great runner and a great finisher. He's not a guy who should be trying to split two defenders on the dribble. Great pass there from Hart, but poor job by Indiana getting matched up in transition. And that's a rarity. Indiana, one of, if not the best transition defensive teams in these playoffs.
Because they only send two guys to the offensive glass.
Benedict Mathurin has checked in for the first time. He had a terrific game 4 with 20 points. Best game of the series for him. And also Siakam is back out there. He takes the place at Toppin. Halliburton is on the bench resting. Minute and a half in the first quarter. Josh Hart across the lane. Siakam meets him.
Lane.
Bridges.
Call Bridges for 3.
It's
Miss.
a rebound by McConnell. He'll get that pace at a high RPM inside.
Siakam.
Diving for
Bucket.
2.
Well, if they can keep them to one shot. This is what the Pacers have done all playoff long. Get out in transition. Nice job there.
Jalen Brunson got the rock.
By Siakam.
Brunson scoops it off. Siakam with the rebound. Knicks have led by 10.
On the ball for a little bit too long there, my guy.
In the corner, Shepard and McConnell.
We got just under a minute in the first quarter.
6-17 to start the game. Mathurin sets, fires, count it. It's a triple.
Three-pointer, Mathurin.
You see the New York defense soft on the ball.
So Knicks came out strong, but the Indiana Pacers are closing the lead. 4-point lead by the Knicks.
The Knicks need more ball pressure. They've got to be more aggressive on all the pick and rolls.
It's Bridges taking it in, kicking it out. McBride will set up. It's Hart.
We get a 3 by Josh Hart.
Rebound
In and out.
Indiana to within 4.
They'll play for 1 here, and if they can get a bucket here, if you're Rick Carlisle, the way that Brunson and the Knicks have started, just to be within 4, this is huge.
And closing the quarter well, already on a 10-2 run. Here's McConnell, difference of 3 seconds, game clock, shot clock, Mathurin and Hart. Shot
Got one more shot for that quarter.
The 3, no. Rebound Bridges, lets it fly, good if it goes. And the quarter comes to an end.
Okay, so we're 27-23 at the end of the quarter.
A terrific 10-2 finish for the Pacers.
Well, they got out in transition, like Reggie said, limiting New York to 1 shot, rebound and run. TJ McConnell. That's how you try to slow him down, I guess. Jalen Brunson grabbing the jersey, but Mathurin too much room and knocks down the 3.
NBA playoffs are presented by Google.
So New York started off strong with a 10-point lead in the beginning or midway through the half or a quarter. But Indiana has already closed that gap and is down to a 4-point lead. Crazy. All right, we back from commercial break.
We got to keep pacing to it. Brunson's getting going.
The Pacers got to keep pacing through it.
We just keep rebounding. We ain't got out of transition yet, so we got to get running.
Even in the tough shots, how do you stay up and in him without sacrificing another open man, especially when he splits the middle?
Yeah, just keep showing help, keep showing bodies, and then, rebound the tough shots. I mean, he's going to make some, but you just got to keep making it tough on him.
Thanks so much, Tyreek.
A lot of changes here for New York. Shamet is in. McBride, there's Towns back in the contest. Brunson's on the bench. Hart stays in the game. Towns gets it to drop.
And that's with a double team coming, Coach.
Well, he made the move quickly, and Indiana was not happy that the double team took
Okay,
so long
okay.
to get there.
Second
They had
quarter, let's go.
success with that defense
Wide open
last
three,
game.
take it.
McConnell a three. Siakam
McConnell
the
missed.
rebound. Shamet will defend.
Siakam,
And Siakam
mismatch.
trying to get more
Doesn't
lines
get that
of
bucket.
movement. And doubled. He got bushwhacked down low. McConnell get the ball back.
Back to Siakam.
On the feed from Siakam for two.
That's a nice
Ooh.
pass by Siakam.
That's a
and
nice
great
pass, nice cut.
by McConnell.
Oh, coming up limping a little bit.
Dewan Wright in the game for the first time. That was the Knicks 5. Rattled him off. McConnell is on Wright, a 10-year veteran who knows this game. Late season signee and a nice addition to the Knicks bench. Hart will
Josh
make
Hart
a
got the
move.
rock.
Shepard will defend. Outside it goes.
Wide
Wright
open.
three. And a rebound by
Bricks.
Mathurin.
Well, New York still without
Indiana
an
Pacers has the ball.
offensive rebound. Great job by Indiana on the boards. Their defensive rebounding has gotten better every game of this series.
Toppin triple.
Brick
off.
by Toppin.
Towns the rebound. Here is McBride. These non-Brunson minutes. Interesting in this series.
Now, if you're going by the plus minus and you see how bad Brunson is on the floor, you say, good, keep him on the bench, but it's been this unit that has hurt the Pacers.
Anthony Towns and one.
And one potential right here for Karl Anthony Towns, his drives. He has been absolutely special
Now,
here.
Karl Anthony Towns continues to
versus
be aggressive the whole
Pacers.
night.
They just
And
have not had an answer. He can go
New York
left,
Knicks may have a
right.
chance.
You talk about he loves to go left, but he also can go right, as we saw right there with contact, Coach.
And that was a great finish, and that is where he's hurt him in this series, is on the drive.
I was just going to say, Stan, in the regular season, the screen roll game with Towns was so effective. They haven't done it a whole bunch in this series.
They have not. It has been more of him just getting the ball up top and being able to attack one-on-one, and then when he gets smaller defenders going down into the post.
Three-point play for Karl Anthony Towns. A bruised left knee, 2 straight games. In fact, Reggie thought maybe he got nicked up early in this one, too. Mathurin has it. Had to tear it away from Shamet.
Ball is sticking too much here for the Pacers.
Toppin driving into right.
Toppin.
He cashes in there.
You got it.
Just good straight line drive there, using his quickness.
Stepped out of bounds.
It's those kind of turnovers
Out of bounds for the Knicks.
Game 4 that hurt the Knicks.
The Knicks are up, but it looks like again that at any moment the Pacers could go on a run and come back. Even though the Knicks are up, it does not look safe. Will be Toppin to the paint.
When Toppin is not settling for that three, it looks like a little twist of an ankle or knee. Again, that left knee is acting up for Cat.
He's laboring.
Yeah, but he's still balling out here.
Well, wait till he gets the ball. He won't be
McBride goes right into McConnell. They swing it around. Hart outside.
Swing, swing, swing.
Rebound
There's a three.
Towns.
That's the first offensive
Anthony Towns.
rebound and put
Karl
it
Anthony
in
Towns stays
the
aggressive in
Knicks
that paint.
Towns looked fine on that one.
The Knicks will
here.
be
But he's
mighty
not
all
delivering,
fine.
Coach.
Boys on defense.
Karl Anthony Towns with 12 points.
Siakam, he'll uncork a three.
Siakam,
Man,
wide
he
open
is
three. Bang.
Dialed in these last 3 ball games.
Siakam, very underrated.
Siakam, Neesmith, Nembhard have all shot better from 3 in the playoffs than they did in the regular season.
Indiana is the #1 3-point shooting team in this postseason. Towns and Siakam. They blitz him. One to fire. It's a three. Good. McBride knocks it in.
Just keep playing through Towns. He's either going to be able to score or draw that double team every time.
Toppin again, crashing into the defense and across the lane. Hart with the rebound.
That was an obvious foul on Towns. Just extended his arm and pushed him. Josh
Hart and one.
on the break.
Josh
off
Hart
the
on the
miss.
line.
as good a coast-to-coast player as there is in the league, and that's when New York's at their best.
And you'd like to see more of that, am I correct?
I would.
Yeah.
I don't think Hart's been as aggressive as normal in transition. I mean, Towns just gets away with a push there, but this is Josh Hart at his best.
Mathurin picked up his first foul for Indiana.
Well, what did Coach Carlisle say about Hart? He kind of likens his game once he can get that rebound like Giannis, playing downhill, going coast to coast.
Josh Hart will be at the line. He was 5
Josh
of
Hart
6
at the
from
line.
the stripe in game 4, and for this series, he's been terrific. 14 of 16 from the line for Josh Hart.
Well, and we talk about the non-Brunson minutes. Already in only 4 minutes and 6 seconds, a +3 for the Knicks, now +4 for the Knicks.
Indiana won the first 2 games of this series here in overtime by 3 in game 1, by 5 in game 2. Mathurin.
Good D there by Hart.
It was deflected, and Siakam
Gets it. Gets fouled.
As Anunoby
Brown,
is
OG
kind
and
of
Anunoby.
cattywampus as he tries to get up and picks up his second personal.
There was a deflection. OG thought he had a straight line drive on it. There's the contact down low to the leg area of Siakam.
But if you're the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau, you have to like the ball pressure. This unit applies a lot more pressure when you've got Hart, Anunoby,
Josh Hart, the rebound.
Shamet. This is the most pressure the Knicks can put on.
Anthony Towns gets it. Anthony Towns on Siakam. Anthony Towns, ooh, in and out.
He's got 5 already. Smith on the wing, Siakam on top, McConnell in the
Siakam
corner.
pulls up for 3.
Siakam, no. Towns will gather the ball, and Hart will be in control.
Should be a switch right there.
Hart, Towns, Turner is there, knocking it away, swatting at it, thrashing. Out of bounds, it's off of New York. With 6:56 to go in the first half on TNT.
Graduates, today you enter the real world, ready for
on commercial
whatever
break.
lies ahead.
So far, still a relatively close game. Knicks started out very strong, and they've continued to keep the lead. Who y'all got winning this game? Who y'all got winning this game? We got just under 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Right now we on commercial break. This guy Tracy Morgan's always at Knicks games, man. So it's Timothy Chalamet. Who's that? Kylie Jenner. Shout out to Michael Strahan. Damn, Ben Stiller too. Shout out to Severance. Spike Lee at every single Knicks game. Okay, we got the game back.
It's 13-284. Minnesota was the latest victim last night in Oklahoma. Can the Knicks buck the trend?
I was going to say, so you say there's a chance.
Always a
Nembhard
chance. Nice
pulls
shot.
up. Got it.
Knocks it in. So Indiana has gotten 17 points from their starters and 17 points from their bench so far.
Well, that's who the Pacers are, right? They play 9-10 deep, and they rest a lot of their starters to be fresh in the second half.
Oh, you got the ball.
2 fouls to the rack.
To the rack. Oh.
And picked up by Wright.
Got picked.
To Shamet.
3-pointer.
Giving them good minutes since Thibs has gone to him. He's made a few big threes in Indiana. None bigger than that right there.
Third 3 and 5 shots in this series.
Well, that's what he's really done. He and Wright, they've gotten up into the ball and changed
Nembhard
the
pulls back.
defensively on this.
Looks like he's going for 3. Goes one up. Hits the top of the backboard.
Yeah, those guys on the bench, especially Bridges, needs to watch this and bring that kind of ball.
Carl Anthony Towns to the rack. And one again.
Carl Anthony Towns showing no ill effect.
And this is the key to the New York Knicks win, man.
11-2 New York run.
Carl Anthony Towns has got to be aggressive.
Seen this all series long from Cat. Absolutely attacking Miles Turner. Up to 14 points now for Towns.
Brunson's going to come in.
This has been a long break for Brunson.
But as hard as he has had to work for shots, how hard he's had to work, Stan, on both ends of the floor.
Absolutely. This gives him a little bit of a break. And when you can go 18-11 right now while Brunson's out of the game, you can afford to give him that break.
Watch 7 with them gone. And resting, Towns at the free throw line. He's at 8-20-10 games in these playoffs. Tied for number 1 with Jokic.
And it's just not these playoffs versus Indiana. He has killed the Pacers even during the regular season, averaging 30 and 12.
Halliburton is in. Turner will kick. Nembhard in the corner. Neesmith at 2. Rebound Brunson.
Those are the threes Neesmith has been making in these playoffs. He's had 2 wide open looks. Hasn't been able to knock him down.
Brunson had the 14-point first quarter.
Tell you what, the Neesmith's defensive effort was just incredible.
Anunoby underneath, got the 2. And all part of a 14-2 Knick run.
Every time OG sees that Nembhard is guarding him, he's not even thinking about shooting a jump shot, putting his head down, getting to the cup.
Neesmith over Brunson. Hart the rebound. Brunson the other way.
So everything's been a run.
That's a foul offensively. It's on New York.
Is that going to be on Shamet?
It is.
And I'll tell you, that is because of Neesmith's pressure on the ball. Watch Shamet here. He wants to get a screen on him. He can't. Neesmith is making himself pretty much unscreenable most of the time against Brunson because of great effort and physicality.
Halliburton, Turner, and Towns in the way. And Turner hard into the lane. Nice move across this free throw lane and gets it to go.
Halliburton, coach, only 2 field goal attempts and 2 points. Remember that big start he had in game 4? That got the Pacers' juices flowing. Right now, he's looking to be just a facilitator where he's got to be an aggressor at the offensive end.
Pacers have not led in this game. They've trailed by as many as 14. Hart rams his way inside.
And everything's to the basket and in the paint. for the Knicks.
You're right, 26 points already in the paint.
Halliburton's got 2. Got the screen. Long 3.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul called on Indiana.
Well, we said this in the last game. When defenders go under the screen is when bigs have to be careful. He's going under. You can't just turn and roll to the basket.
Miles Turner, his 3rd personal foul for Indiana.
Here's that smaller lineup on the floor now for Indiana.
Siakam has come in for Turner.
With Siakam and Obi Toppin.
Towns has been aggressive. He's got 15 points already. Pass high and wide and incomplete. Looking for Anunoby on the connection. There's a look at Tom Thibodeau. He's in the conference finals for the first time since coaching the Chicago Bulls back in 2011.
And interestingly here, the Knicks have not brought Mikal Bridges back in this second quarter.
Toppin 3. Rebound Shannon. New York has actually used their bench more over the last couple games than Indiana.
That's exactly right. And that defeats the narrative a little bit, so nobody talks about it because they want to criticize Tom Thibodeau for playing his guys too much. But when the other guy doesn't play his guys as many minutes as Tom has, the story dies.
Toppin picked up his first personal foul. Shamet will leave in a standing ovation for him. Got 3 minutes. You're right.
Great minutes there by Shamet. Think about this. We got 3:10 left here in the second quarter, and Indiana only 36 points.
Saturday on TNT if necessary, Game 6. We'll be back in Indiana for the Knicks and Pacers, 8 o'clock Eastern. June 5th, the final start on ABC. More on these games, go to the NBA app. Towns up top. Halliburton tipped it and will control.
Now New York now coming back in, starting to turn the ball over a little.
Halliburton in traffic. That's a foul. With the timeout taken by Indiana, the foul goes on Brunson. And Jalen Brunson picks up his first. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on TNT.
the ball. Impact the ball. Aggressive shows, aggressive switches, and aggressive blitz. Everyone aggressive. Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling? Here, baby. Virginia? Me too. I'm happy to be here too. How many times have you been? Unknown.
State Farm Audio says, stand before the game. You and Reg were talking. You said the two keys for the Knicks tonight: turnovers and defense. They're holding Indiana to 37% from the floor, and New York has only turned it over 5 times in the game so far.
Well, those are the keys, and impact the ball. We just heard Tom Thibodeau say that's what that lineup with DeLon Wright and Landry Shamet did. That's what this group needs to continue to do, particularly Mikal Bridges if he's going to be on Halliburton.
New player in, Jarris Walker. First time in the series. Trying to get the ball, was playing defense. Hart grabs it. Driving is Bridges. Off balance, controlled up a shot. Saved by Nimard. Off to Siakam. And the Pacers on the run. The long strides of Siakam take him into the paint. The foul. Upcoming playoff schedule, 8 o'clock Eastern. If there is a Game 6 necessary in this series, we'll be back in Indianapolis. Knicks and Pacers. And June 5th on ABC, the NBA Finals begin with the Western Conference champion Thunder against either one of these two teams. And both have not been to the finals. Indiana's not been since 2000. Reg, you know about that. And Knicks haven't been to the NBA Finals since 1999. But the winner of this series will make a trip.
Well, here we go, talking about closing quarters. We saw the end of that first quarter. It was the Pacers that closed the quarter, closed that deficit down to 4. Can they
10-2
do the same here? And Coach, you talk about what Thibs is talking about, impacting the ball. We just saw Josh Hart, another flying in for one of those offensive rebounds. That's why he's on the floor there. Not only impacting the ball defensively, but those offensive rebounds as well.
Brunson, Hart charging. Anunoby on the wing. Takes it in. Hits the collision, but got it to go on his miss.
That's the second time Anunoby's driven it hard, gotten his own miss back because the defender bounces off of him and he gets that quick second jump.
Jarris Walker on the floor here for the Pacers. Hasn't even seen time in this series.
Halliburton kicks it. Walker in the corner with a 3, and he buries his triple.
Well, give him credit. He was a 40% three-point shooter in the regular season. Played 66 minutes in the Milwaukee series, only 30 in the second round, and he makes his first appearance tonight and makes an impact.
Indiana quickly the other way. Thrown away. Nimard the turnover. Number 6. Anunoby the other way. Lost control. Back to Indiana. Down court Mathurin. Sets up. And he'll put up a 3. Ring it up for Benedict Mathurin.
Huge for the Pacers here. Closing moments of this second quarter here.
Well, Mathurin had not made a 3 in the first 4 games of this series.
That's
He made 2 tonight.
Hart now coming off the bench. Inside Towns. Got by Siakam.
Towns, man. He is just owning the paint.
17 first half points for Towns. Siakam a twister. Towns the rebound. He's got 10. He's got a double-double already.
Just the buddy right there.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. People think I'm crazy and it's too detailed. He's now 0 for 3 tonight when he's turned over his left shoulder.
Bridges. This game is flying. Half minute to go in the first half. Nimard, New York a foul to give. Walker sets. They'll put up a 3. Rebound Hart. He's got 5 boards off the Thibodeau bench. And the final 7 seconds of the half. Brunson squeezes one inside, kicked off. Nice hit by Indiana. Halliburton 3 if the buzzer could if it went. It goes astray. Halftime is here, and the Knicks by 11 after leading by 14. And Indiana has not had a lead in this first half. Our guys are getting ready upstairs, high above the floor of Madison Square Garden with the American Express halftime report. We'll take a break and then send it way up there. Indiana leads this series 3-1. This is Game 5, and these are the Eastern Conference Finals on TNT, presented by AT&T. Be mad with the player, be mad with the game.
Here. Okay. Looks like we finally got that mic fixed up. All right, we got the second half started up. Knicks Pacers. We are back. Let's see if the Knicks can close this up. Brunson got the rock. Ooh, Halliburton almost stole that.
Not scoring the second. 14 points in the first. Makes a move on Halliburton. He can be slippery when he gets going as Halliburton knocks the ball away. The shot clock is down to 13 with a minute gone here in the third.
Well, we've only had 2.5 possessions here, or 3.5 possessions defensively.
Brunson to the lane. Knocks it down.
Brunson, shot clock at 6.
Turner swings it. Wide open three. Pacers got it.
Easy for Brunson every time he's gotten Halliburton on him. Indiana's done a good job of making sure that hasn't happened a lot.
And Nesmith sticks a 3.
Finally gets one to go. That's the third look he's had from 3.
Oh, Jalen Brunson to the rack again and one.
And that's Indiana pushing the ball on a major.
If you were to summarize this game, the story of this game is the Knicks getting to the net. Knicks have scored plenty of their points in the paint. Brunson has been aggressive. Karl-Anthony Towns has been aggressive.
He was looking for a foul right here. He gives up on the play, and Brunson continues the straight line drive.
That was a great play by Brunson.
Buckets here.
The way he's looking right now, the New York Knicks are going to be able to survive till Game 6.
And you're right, Reggie. I mean, Nesmith's been great defensively. Why try to flop and get a call right there? Just keep your body on Brunson, keep wearing on him, and make him defend.
Tyrese Halliburton got the ball.
6 from the free throw line. Indiana 8 of 11.
To Siakam. Siakam pulls up, misses. Robinson with the rebound.
Halliburton. And Siakam over Towns. Rebound Robinson. Outlet Brunson.
Karl-Anthony Towns got the ball.
Bridges. Nembhard got in the way as they chase it around, and Bridges will control for the Knicks. And 2 minutes gone in the third.
Nice save there by Bridges on what could have been a turnover.
Brunson, 3.
Ooh, Halliburton to the rack.
This is the biggest lead for the New York Knicks in Game 5.
We're a little bit behind the actual game. Knicks are up by 16.
I don't know why Bridges left the ball right there.
The Knicks have worked their game plan to perfection so far. Ooh, Robinson knocked that shit away. Swatted the hell out of Halliburton.
Giveaway right there.
That's a great defensive play, man.
Fakes, drives, swatted away by Robinson. Shot clock at 13.
Right back, y'all.
Halliburton thinks he has a wide open layup, and on the backside, Mitchell Robinson says, "Excuse me." Again, the pressure by the Knicks all game long. We didn't see a lot of this in Game 4. They are up and at 'em, engaged here.
Shot clock is at 4. Always in a torture chamber. The ball knocked away and out of bounds. A New York defensive stand, and Indiana turns it over.
What a great job. Mitchell Robinson blocked the shot to create the out-of-bounds play. And now his ball pressure forces the turnover. Great job by Mitchell Robinson.
Brunson scored New York's first 6 points of the first half and the first 8 points of this half. Shot clock is down to 5. Turner's in the way. 3, Brunson. Rebound, Robinson.
Because of the switch, you had Turner out there guarding Brunson. Who was going to take Mitchell Robinson?
Indiana timeout. Knicks are up by 16. Knicks are putting in work right now. Commercial break. Let's check some stats, man. So right now we got Karl-Anthony Towns already has 17 points and 10 rebounds. Jalen Brunson already got 22 points. OG Anunoby got 6. And Mitchell Robinson got 6. On the Pacers side, Pascal Siakam 9. Tyrese Halliburton got 6. So the main 2 scorers for the Indiana Pacers are just not really contributing anything right now. So it's no surprise that they're down by 16. But it also means that if the Pacers can get hot in the third or the end of the third quarter, the fourth quarter, they can come back and make this game tight, which we know they're capable of. These team stats. And I think so far in this game, shot selection has been the benefit of the New York Knicks, especially as most of the points have come in the paint. And now they got a 54% field goal percentage, while the Pacers got 37%. So the Indiana Pacers really aren't getting any points in the paint compared to the Knicks. Shout out to the Edmonton Oilers, up 3-1 on the Dallas Stars. Edmonton Oilers about to go back to the Stanley Cup Finals. Ottawa, sorry, cannot show the game. They will take that with they will take the game down with the quickness if I show that. Unfortunately, this is a reaction stream only. I can play some audio from the game, but I cannot show it. All right, game back. Let's go. Right now, Knicks are up by 16. We're midway through the third. Turner got the ball right now. Mitchell Robinson with some great defense. Pull up for 3. Miss. Indiana Pacers get the rebound. Miles Turner with the rebound. Turns it over. Knicks have been great defensively. Karl Anthony Towns on Miles Turner. The ISO. We got a loose ball foul. Oh, not a loose ball foul, just a regular foul on Towns.
Then it was knocked away by Nembhard and a whistle and a foul. It was indeed number 3. Towns, Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, Towns by now should know that double team's coming when he starts his back in. Now each team with 3 turnovers in the first 4 minutes of the quarter. There hasn't been a lot of defense played in this series, quite honestly. Now the offenses are going to have to adjust to there being more ball pressure.
Turner is out. Tony Bradley has come in for Indiana.
Lamar to the rack.
Knicks starting 5 on the floor.
Knocked away by Brunson.
Nembhard, Neesmith. Across the lane, tried to set, lost the ball, out of bounds. 7 on the shot clock. Indiana's ball. He tried to work his way into a nest of defenders, and it was knocked away by the New York D. 7 on the clock.
Nice strip there by Brunson.
Pascal got the ball. He's on Brunson. He's getting double teamed. Throws it out. Neesmith. Nothing.
During the season, Siakam, Neesmith, One to fire. Three. Rebound.
Man, they need the fart.
To Brunson.
Well, those aren't the threes that Neesmith was getting earlier in the series.
Three. Anunoby. And lassoed inside by Bradley, but he stepped out of bounds. The veteran, Tony Bradley.
Yep, out of
New York got the ball.
come back in, didn't establish
Ooh.
both feet.
Turnover by the Knicks. Pascal Siakam got it.
New York is shooting 53%.
Oh,
Pacers
Robinson foul.
35%.
Another turnover here.
Errant pass. It'll roll.
Ooh, need a knee.
Siakam will vacuum it in. A trailer in Bradley. The collision.
That's tough, man.
Need a knee.
That's a great play there by Robinson. Though Bradley, not a great free throw shooter.
Towns look tired as hell, man.
To not give up this layup is good. Now Towns just watched the ball go.
How about the hustle here by Siakam, though?
Yeah,
Goes
great
the
hustle
lane.
by Siakam and no hustle by Towns. But Robinson, great effort to get back and not give Bradley the dunk.
He has the first bucket.
The line. 2 of 4 in the series, with his Pacers down by 16 points. Let's take a look at our FanDuel live point spread for tonight's Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals, beginning at 4.5. Right now at minus 13.5.
That's absolutely right. No lead is safe.
This lead right here, as we've seen in this series, no lead is safe. Game 1, New York up 17-14 with 3 minutes to go and lose that one. And Indiana up 20 in Game 3 to only be walked down by the Knicks.
It looks like Jalen Brunson almost fell. Too many Jalen's, man. Brunson. Ah, okay.
It's been like this the entire
Foul on Nembhard.
series, and he still averaged 33 again.
There's a foul. Nembhard was defending. 7:09 in the third.
Mitchell Robinson, what a third quarter he's having. Look about the big body, creates a travel there on Neesmith.
If the Knicks win this game and they're giving away a game ball, it's got to go to Karl Anthony Towns or Robinson. That's a fact.
And then causes a turnover against Miles Turner.
Nembhard picks up his
Third game starting here for the Knicks.
A lot of what Mitchell Robinson is doing is not going to show up on a stat sheet necessarily.
Opponents, and they've in their crosshairs. They clearly have.
But you'd love to have a guy like that on your team, man.
Wear him down every time he's got the ball. Somebody is on him.
Well, on the flip side, too, I think the Knicks are starting to wear down a little bit. Halliburton and Indiana. Looks like Tony Bradley. He's
Oh, shit. Men's head to the locker room.
He had a knee down here at the other end.
He's going to the locker room
Going
right
to the
now.
locker room with Thomas Bryant, who hasn't played since Game 2.
Yeah, Bradley took his minutes.
Has come back in the game, and the Knicks dominated when Thomas
Brunson hits both.
was in the first 2 games. Let's see what happens here.
Knicks are up by 16.
Robinson dominating the offensive glass.
Exactly.
Thomas Bryant is
Oh, nice.
17 minutes
Oh,
in
he
the
missed.
series. And Halliburton with it. 1 of 5.
I think he wanted a foul.
Right there. Bryant. In hard. Robinson knocked it away.
Back to Karl Anthony Towns.
Bridges. Anunoby plunging into the
Ooh.
paint.
Karl Anthony Towns wanted a foul. Drove to the paint. Another turnover. Jalen Brunson got the ball.
This
And
is the biggest New
ooh,
York Knicks lead
ooh.
of this
Tried to alley hoop to Anunoby, but he missed.
Indiana. Brunson.
Anunoby will head to the line.
Go, and Anunoby climbs the ladder.
But, Coach, how is New York getting it done? Creating turnovers, and now they're giving Indiana a taste of their own medicine in the fast break. Look at this move here by Karl Anthony.
These Knicks fans look nuts, man. Swear to God.
That is special.
They have no one who can guard him one-on-one. If they can't rotate over quickly enough to take a charge, it's over.
Here's Anunoby at the line. Born in
OG Anunoby hits the first free throw.
Went to high school. OG did in Missouri. Mom was a track and field star. 6.5 here in the third. Anunoby at the stripe. And he has gone 3 of 3 from the line tonight with his 7 points. And Anunoby in game
Hits a second.
4 with a 22-point effort. Shepard has checked in for the Pacers.
Here we go. 20-point lead. That's the magic
14-4 run over the last 4 minutes for the Knicks.
That's the magic number of when it gets dangerous for you.
And New York is hitting their free throws.
Knicks are up by 20.
They've been shooting the free throws very, very well. Look at that.
Knicks can either put this one away or they enter the danger zone because we know what the Pacers do when they're down by 20.
These are the silly ones by Karl Anthony Towns. There's no need for this. As good as he's been playing, just a shove in the back there of Siakam.
That makes no sense.
It's just head scratching because of how valuable he is on the floor for the Knicks.
Why would you do that?
So 4 on Towns. Siakam at the line. Indiana in the first round beat Milwaukee in 5. And in the
Looks like Karl Anthony Towns going to get some rest on the bench for some time.
Playoffs challenge members in the U.S. and Canada who
Looks like Josh Hart is replacing him.
For a trip to the NBA draft. Play it now in the NBA app or on NBA.com/ID.
I mean, that's just a huge foul. Reggie
It might have been Bridges.
But they've been dominating with Towns on the floor. Indiana's actually outscored New York tonight with Towns on the bench. And now Towns is going to be there at least until the end of the third quarter.
1-2 at the line. Siakam, Brunson trying to get it in. Kicked. Shot clock will stay at 17 with 6:17 to play in the third.
Pacers fortunate on that. That should have been a switch between Mathurin and Siakam. Nice deflection there by Siakam. Hart had a wide open layup.
Knocked away. Siakam, another second off the shot clock. Indiana's never led in this game. We've had no ties.
From the start, it's been all New York. I mean, Brunson got the ball.
Mikal Bridges out to Josh Hart. Hart. Oh, intercepted by Hallie. Uh-oh. Robinson throws up, gets pushed out of bounds. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Trailed on the play by Robinson, throws up a wild-looking shot and spins out of bounds. And a whistle with 6:04 to go here in the third.
Turnovers again for New York, and this is a way they could key an Indiana comeback. They had 6 in the second quarter, 5 already here in the third quarter. They have got to take care of the ball.
But the problem is Indiana hasn't been able to score the basketball in this
First one bucket.
to benefit from those turnovers, whereas New York has been scoring.
Indiana in the bonus.
Robinson picked up his second personal foul. Indiana's in the bonus now.
6 minutes of bonus here, so let's see if they can kind of get back. We saw how New York did that in game 3 in Indiana. That's how they whittled that 20-point lead down.
It's both at the line.
We've seen some changes with the lineup with the Knicks. And they made it a couple games ago, and they've gone to the bench far more. They put Robinson in the starting lineup. The Pacers have basically...
Mikal Bridges got the ball right now. Passes to Jalen Brunson.
Well, except they did make the change.
Corner 3, Josh Hart.
With Tony Bradley,
Misses.
Thomas Bryant, and
Rebound by
Bridges.
Mikal Bridges.
Tonight we saw a little of Jarris Walker. These coaches will do anything they think they need to do to help them.
Yeah, they're trying to get a shot off quick.
Retrieved by Bridges. Hart once again attacking hard.
Ooh.
With the shot clock at 6, Bridges.
Oh, another steal. OG Anunoby.
Hart in, fake spin, shoots, no.
OG wants to take that. Corner 3, baby. Oh, loose ball foul. The Pacers might get that ball back.
Anunoby tees up a 3. Out of bounds, shoved by Hart. Out of bounds it goes. That's a loose ball foul.
On Hart.
It's on Hart. Now let's check in quickly with Allie LaForce.
Well, Kevin, Tony Bradley has experienced a left hip strain, and the team is telling me he is questionable to return.
And he had been playing some important minutes, Stan, to your point.
His job was basically to try to neutralize Mitchell Robinson on the offensive glass. The bigger body than Thomas Bryant.
So here come the Pacers now. We talked about
Pacers are in the bonus, gang.
The foul there by Hart.
Don't want to be giving them
Mathurin to the free throw line.
free throws, man. And claw their way back. Pacers will find a way.
Hart picked up his second personal foul. Mathurin at the line.
If you're Rick Carlisle and the Pacers, if you can get this down to 11, possibly 12 here. 5:22.
Oh, there's a lot of time.
A lot of time left here.
Mathurin has been phenomenal at the line in this series. 21 of 22 from the line.
It's both.
20 of 21. I'm sorry. Going into this attempt.
Indiana with their 19th free throw. Knicks have taken 10. Indiana getting 2 of 2 right there, and 15 of 19 for the
Foul on Mathurin.
Mathurin now in double figures off the bench.
And applying that ball pressure. It's a foul.
Mathurin, number 2 on him, Stan.
I like the pressure. There's just no reason to take the foul there. The referees are allowing.
Mathurin really trying to get a turnover, man.
Lean on him.
Indiana has made 2 more. Brunson, Hart, sets, fires. Mathurin the rebound.
I think the Knicks are passing up.
The Pacers have not scored in almost 5 minutes.
Throw the ball out. I think Brunson just passed one up. Hart passed one up.
And one. Obi Toppin.
He was charging into
All the points have been coming from free throws.
But what are we seeing here from Indiana? Better ball movement here. They're getting stops at one end or turnovers, and the ball movement now starting to create some offense here midway through this third.
Is what we're talking about, man. They're closing that gap. The New York Knicks were up by 20 at one point.
Right on the floor now for OG for the Knicks.
So Stan, when you get to this series,
OG Toppin
game 5,
hits the and one.
you've made adjustments. Both
Knicks are up by 12.
What's left over these last 3 games, including
We're a little bit behind the live game.
It comes down to your stars have got to play well, and you've got to execute the basics. You've got to take care of the ball, defend, rebound. There's no tricks right now.
Brunson to Bridges. And that traps an 8-0 run by Indiana.
Now they're bringing out the ball. Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin came on and started making a huge difference. That's 4 straight points for Toppin. Sorry, 5 straight points.
Terrific.
But all of a sudden, Indiana getting everything in the paint.
Oh, now they're going to Hacker Robinson.
Okay.
Putting Robinson on the free throw line, or at least trying to get to the ball. Yes, putting him on the free throw line.
So Robinson will be up there.
So we haven't seen a lot of this in this series.
Well, the one thing Rick Carlisle knows right
They're hacking Robinson. They know Robinson is a terrible free throw shooter, so they're trying to slow the game down.
Tom Thibodeau does not want to bring him in right now. He could bring Precious Achiuwa.
They're trying to force Tom Thibodeau to rotate Robinson out of the roster, or out of the rotation.
From the line.
Robinson's been too influential on the defensive front.
Strategy right now where they are in the game for Indiana.
There hasn't been a lot of flow anyways for Indiana.
Yeah, was that PJ Tucker?
Might as well play the percentages.
But I don't understand why.
I didn't know PJ Tucker was on the Knicks.
We're going to continue to allow this and not go to the college rule. You want to intentionally foul? Fine. 2 shots, ball out of bounds. Why do we want... Look, the game is for the fans. Who wants to watch Mitchell Robinson shoot free throws on every possession?
Mathurin to the line again.
Foul called on the Knicks.
And coach, this is a chance now for Indiana.
This Hacker Robinson strategy might actually work.
And here's Precious Achiuwa off the bench here.
Because now you're just killing all of New York's momentum.
Rick Carlisle was going to go right back to fouling Robinson.
And Robinson just picked up his 3rd.
But this is also the ramifications of Karl Anthony Towns'
silly fouls.
Yeah.
Silly fouls. It's not just he has to go to the bench. There are other things that happen, and this is it. And so now, instead of being able to bring him back, they've got to go to Precious Achiuwa.
Since Towns has been out,
So Robinson has 3 fouls right now. Well, Tom Thibodeau has no choice but to take him out because he needs him for that 4th quarter.
his 4th foul, Indiana 10-2.
Well, now, for these next 4 or 9 minutes, this has to be all Jalen Brunson in terms of scoring the basketball for the Knicks. No Towns. Now Robinson, him and Deuce McBride have to be the offense here.
Full court pressure, again exhibited by Indiana. It's a 10-point deficit.
Jalen Brunson got the ball. Knocks it down.
He heard you, Reggie. It's got to be all Jalen Brunson. Might have even gotten fouled on that one.
He's got 26. Halliburton and Bryant.
Offensive foul, Shepard.
And that's a silly foul.
It is.
Shepard will pick it up. That is his first.
Smart move here by Rick Carlisle. He's going to get Siakam back in the game. You don't need a center in the game, a traditional center now against.
Yeah, bro, you can't do that. This guy be trying to knock this guy over, man. You playing the wrong sport. NFL type shit.
Pacers were in the Eastern Conference Finals a year ago against the eventual champion Celtics. Knicks haven't been to the Eastern Conference Finals in 25 years. Brunson with Halliburton defending.
Brunson got the ball. Looks like he wants to go for three. Head to the paint. Gives it to Josh Hart.
Spinning Hart. Shot clock at 5. Bridges on the wing. This will be over.
Ooh.
That's a tough shot there by Bridges. Loose ball coming out of his hand. Shot clock running down.
Knicks up by 14. Mathen. Oh, in and out. Shot a three, went in and out. Knicks with the rebound. Brunson, three, and he gets fouled.
And the foul.
29 for Jalen Brunson.
4-point play opportunity. Tough shot.
You just knew with all the foul trouble and the Pacers coming back, Brunson.
Now that's the way to kill the Indiana Pacers momentum right there.
The Final Reckoning is the #1 action movie in the world and has audiences cheering.
Well, that's one mission accomplished.
You'll never see a movie like this.
Let's see what it's looking like. Jalen Brunson has 29 points already.
Mission Impossible, rated PG-13.
Karl Anthony Towns 19. We're at commercial break right now. Let's look at the Pacers. Pacers right now. Pascal Siakam got 10. Obi Toppin got 11 points. Tyrese Halliburton's had a very quiet game. He has 5 assists, but he only has 6 points. And Benedict Mathurin got 12 points, 4 rebounds. So if the Indiana Pacers want any shot at winning this game, it's going to have to be Pascal, or it's going to have to be Tyrese to really turn it up. Remember, you think Knicks in 7? I don't know, man. I think Indiana might take this one in 6, to be honest. But I like the way New York is playing right now. Yeah, the Knicks have been leading the entire game pretty much. The Pacers have not led at all this game. The Knicks came out strong. At one point, they've had a 20-point lead. Is their max lead. They've been controlling the whole game on the defensive and offensive front. They've been doing a great job. Brunson got 29 points already. Pascal Siakam and Tyrese Halliburton are. It's been a slow night for them offensively. Let's just say that. Tyrese only got 6 points right now. Okay. Game back.
Siakam with a fake and a dive, and picked up by Hart.
He's now 0 for 4 when he's had to turn to his left shoulder.
Bridges.
And one. And one, New York.
Everything rolling now. Presses Achua getting involved here.
If you're the New York Knicks, man, you are having an ideal night. This is exactly how you want it to go. Game plan is working to perfection.
The lead back up to 20.
In this series, before tonight, Achua had only played 2 minutes. Going to quickly go to the bench here. The Knicks are. They're going to bring in
DeLon Wright's coming in. Jalen Brunson is taking some rest.
Well, right here, Indiana's got to make.
It's smart on Thibodeau. Give Brunson some rest before the fourth quarter starts.
No Brunson, no Towns. You've got to shut down New York.
Karl Anthony Towns has 3 fouls. He's also sitting.
Brunson's been phenomenal this third. 5 of 6 from the field. Brunson 4 of 4.
Tom Thibodeau's trying to save Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns to close out the fourth quarter strong.
Topping a fake, a drive, a lean, and he can't get the deuce. Achua the rebound.
Tyrese Halliburton's currently on the bench for the Indiana Pacers.
Too much tonight, coach. He's had 9 field goal attempts. Tyrese Halliburton only 5 field goal attempts. That tells me everything.
McBride over Matthew.
Another bucket.
And this is the kind of offense we saw in Game 6 from this.
The Knicks are making it look too easy right now.
McConnell across the lane, intercepted. Wright's got it. Strike.
DeLon Wright, missed it. He missed the layup. Obi Toppin got on the breakaway. Pascal Siakam. Ooh, damn. Pascal Siakam damn near got tackled.
But I like the foul there by McBride. Don't give him it right now with Indiana struggling offensively. Make them earn everything from the free throw line. They're going to take a look at this.
This might get a flagrant.
See if this was.
Well, Indiana begged for this. If this is a flagrant foul,
no way.
Then
no way.
We've gone.
Yeah, that's not a flagrant.
Far in the NBA.
Carlisle's hot.
Well, he's hot because his team's not playing well. There's no wind up.
Nah, that's not a flagrant foul.
That's a good hard playoff foul right there.
That's not even really a hard foul.
To be honest, he just kept him from getting the ball up.
Defensive foul on McBride. The play is under review to see if it meets the criteria.
That's not a flagrant foul. That's not a flagrant foul. That's a regular foul. He fell hard, but that's not a flagrant.
Turnovers in this third alone tonight. The Pacers do,
and they've been so good not turning the basketball over in this series. Oh, come on now. I've been kissed harder than that.
Hey, yo.
Wow, you have, huh?
Wow.
You want to tell us more about that?
I mean, these are the playoffs now. These officials know this.
This will not be. I'm trusting in Zach Zarba and James Williams over there that this will not be a flagrant foul.
No way. This will set playoff basketball back if they deem this.
It's not going to be a flagrant one. There's no way.
10-point game a couple minutes ago. Now it's up to 22. They're taking a look at that play.
After review, there's no wind.
Yeah, no flagrant. Regular foul.
Not the standard for a flagrant foul. Therefore, a common foul stands.
Thank you.
I had faith in those guys over there. And the standards are there. Zach Zarba said it. Wind up, follow through. There was neither.
And plus Siakam, he's only 3 of 6 from the free throw line. That's knowing your personnel if you're Deuce McBride.
Oh, absolutely. And Siakam under 70% in the playoffs this year from the free throw line. So it's been a struggle with him since the playoffs started. Jarris Walker back in the game for Indiana. I mean, both coaches willing to go to anybody right now that they think can give them a lift situationally.
It's Siakam at the free throw line for the Indiana Pacers. 4 seed against
Siakam taking 2 shots.
New York Knicks. Siakam has averaged 20
Gets the first bucket.
a game in this series against New York. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app tonight and make every playoff moment more. On America's #1 sportsbook, Halliburton resting with his 6 points, 1 of 5.
And Siakam, the only starter in double figures, and he has 11.
Misses the second free throw. Man, he's been having a terrible night for free throw shooting.
You saved a point on the foul, and then you don't rebound the missed free throw.
Mathurin works his way in.
Mathurin and 1.
And fouled as he went up.
They got a chance at a 4-point possession after Deuce McBride had saved.
So Pascal Siakam misses the second free throw, but they get the offensive rebound anyways. And now they get another and 1.
Josh Hart just picked up his 3rd reg.
Coach, these are back-to-back games that Benedict Mathurin.
Both teams are in the bonus right now.
Giving the Pacers something off the bench here. Had 20 in game 4 and is working on 15 right here. And it's been great from the free throw line.
He had 20
Benedict Mathurin with 15 off the bench.
in game 4.
Perfect tonight from that free throw line. 7 of 7.
Tyrese Halliburton still only 6 points, man.
And McConnell. Bridges and Mathurin. Minute and a half in the
Typically,
Achua lost it.
Tyrese Halliburton doesn't need to have a monster game for Indiana Pacers to be able to win.
Rebound.
But in a closeout game like this, you need more than 6 points, man.
If you're Indiana, even if you get a stop, it's time off the clock.
Deuce McBride can't hit. Look at the high-flying Hart. Saves the ball.
And it's the hustle by Hart. And these are the possessions that Indiana needed. The closing moments of this third, you talked about no Brunson, no Towns. You get that position, go down and score. This hurts.
Again, even if you get a stop, what New York's just trying to buy.
Bridges. Fade away. Misses.
Bridges the miss. McConnell the rebound. Indiana with less than a minute to go.
Pascal Siakam got it. Mathurin.
Right at Hart. Chiseling, spinning,
Oh.
feeding,
Looks like Pascal. Oh. Throws it out. 3. Knocks it down.
Another one.
That is a big shot right there.
Oof.
Now, can you get a stop score?
There's a foul on Jarris Walker. Adds a little 7-0 run by the Pacers here to try to bring it close toward the end of the third.
I don't know why DeLon Wright's going there. Achua's got that ball contained. That is a bad help decision.
Walker picked up his first foul. Josh Hart at the free throw line. And tonight coming off the bench, 1 of 1. 22 minutes, 5 points on 6 shots. TNT is your new home for Roland Garros. Coverage of the second tennis major of the year continues from Paris all week long on TNT and streaming on Max.
You're on a 7-0 run if you're Indiana, and then you take a silly foul a long way from the basket to give New York some relief and expect Indiana now to try to go 2 for 1 here.
Knicks at the line, 13-16. Mathurin getting that screen. McBride will stick with him. And a 2-point
Knocks it down.
Bucket there by Mathurin. 17 down on the evening.
He's put together back-to-back good scoring games for the Indiana Pacers.
He's doing about point a minute scoring.
We're approaching the end of the third quarter.
In the quarter.
Bucket will go a long way here for New York. Yes, I'm up 15, but you need a little momentum with your big guns coming back in the fourth.
Bridges
fade away. Got it. New York up by 17. Oh.
They may call traveling.
They might call foul.
I think they're going to put time on the clock. Yep.
Okay, it was travel.
They'll look at it and get the exact time with a quick review. So 1.8 when they inbound, and then You saw the call.
I hate to say this, and I understand why he's doing it. I wouldn't bring Karl Anthony Towns back into the game for this last possession. He does some crazy things. He's a great player, but he could set an illegal screen right here. If you're going to have him out there, spot him up. Do not let
I think
him
Towns needs to
set
be
a
more
screen
disciplined,
right
man.
now.
I think the officials are looking at how much time to put on the clock here.
After review, the violation occurs with 0.6 on the game.
So adding 0.6 to the game clock.
Time for a shot.
Time for...
Knicks are going to use a timeout here.
Well, they had an extra one that they were going to lose going into the fourth because...
Knicks burn a timeout.
had taken 2 in the first quarter.
.6 in the third. We'll take a break on TNT.
Commercial break. Okay, so let's take a look at the game so far. The Knicks have been controlling the game the entire night. So we got Jalen Brunson with 30 points, 4 rebounds so far. We got Karl Anthony Towns with 19 points, 11 rebounds. And we got Mikal Bridges with 10 points and 3 rebounds. The benches had some contributions as well too with Josh Hart. As well as Miles McBride. And then on Indiana Pacers, it's just been pretty much abysmal, man. Pascal Siakam is the only starter in double digits. He's got 11 points. Tyrese Halliburton still only 6 points, barely taking any shots in the game. And then on the bench, it's really been Benedict Mathurin's has been the biggest contributor. If it wasn't for him coming off the bench and scoring, the Pacers may be down by 30 or 40. And we got Obi Toppin with 11. So Indiana just been flat pretty much this entire game. All right, we back. Okay. They didn't get it off. End of the third quarter.
New York led by 4 after 1.
All right, we're going into the fourth. The New York Knicks got a 17-point lead on the Indiana Pacers going into the fourth quarter. The way things have been going so far, it looks like they will continue to maintain this lead. But with the Indiana Pacers, you never know. Tyrese Halliburton may wake up. Now we're going to commercial break. If I'm going to put a prediction up for the rest of the game, I think the New York Knicks take this game, game 5. I think the Indiana Pacers close it out in game 6 when they're back at home. I don't think the Indiana Pacers want to go to a game 7 back to New York. I think if there is a game 7 that goes back to New York, I think New York will end up taking that. So I think the Pacers are probably going to come out real strong in game 6, home court, come out energetic and ready to close this thing out and head to the finals. If it goes to a game 7, New York is I think it'll be New York versus OKC in the finals. All right, commercial break almost done. They're barely even letting Halliburton touch that ball, man.
Tonight, how have you been able to find the gaps and navigate your way through this defense so effectively?
Just make sure we're getting stops and running, and try to make the right play at the right time, and we're being successful.
Defensively, so far through 3 quarters, how have you been able to keep Tyrese Halliburton at bay?
I mean, as a team, I mean, he's able to, pick up spots and figure ways how to beat defenses. You got to keep playing as a team.
Thanks so much, Dalen.
Well, we've got Indiana showing zone.
All right, we back.
First time in this series.
How good has Shamet been off the bench here?
That move to Shamet, everybody talked about the move to Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup, but to me the more impactful move has been Shamet and DeLon Wright taking campaigns minutes.
Mathurin was cutting down the lane. And there's Shamet, who just hit the 2.
He just cuts through the zone and they lose him.
Oh, nice step back 3.
And that's why that bucket right before half was big.
The Mathurin at the line.
Increase it to 17, and then you come out and Shamet knocks down a long 2. Keep the momentum going.
Shamet picked up his second personal foul. Indiana coming off the 3rd quarter with 7 field goals and 8 turnovers. McBride and Wright will leave.
Just looking at the Pacers starters, we talked about Siakam, the only one in double figures with 11. The next highest person is Halliburton with 6.
Yeah.
Remember, he was coming off 32.
That is wild.
15 assists, 12 rebounds, 4 steals.
What a swing. Going from 32 points one game to 6 points in the next. That is an extremely wild swing.
Towns has got 4. Robinson's got 3. Hart has got
If only New York wins this, I know New York City's going crazy tonight. Amir, yeah, they're going to tear down New York. I swear, man. These New York Knicks fans are insane. These New York Knicks fans are an Avenger level threat, bro. Oh, McConnell. That's a nice shot. I'm telling you, we cannot let the Knicks go to the finals for the simple fact that New York City will not survive that.
Defensive pressure, full court. We haven't seen a lot of that like we saw in game 4.
Anthony Towns with the rock. He's on. Turner's on him. Spin. Oh, misses the layup.
Finger roll won't drop. The rebound by Siakam. It's McConnell right into the defense of McBride, and now Walker. Knocked away Shamet. Look at the defense of New York.
New York is just swarming, man.
Hart comes out of the pack.
Oh, turnover. Pascal Siakam got it. Pass it to Mathurin. Mathurin gets the bucket.
Transition points for Indiana.
Well, but Hart on the turnover. Why is he not trying to score on that is what I would want to know. Josh Hart, one of the best coast-to-coast guys in the league. He's right there in the paint and just leaves his feet and throws.
Just under 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
Hounded by McConnell.
Towns got away with one.
Screen roll with Towns.
Towns will head to the line.
In the face and a whistle. With 9:52 left in the 4th.
I don't know why Hart just didn't keep attacking Jarris Walker there, but he makes a great effort to get back in the play. Give him credit there.
Mathurin, 41 points over the last 2 games off the bench for Indiana.
Yeah, 41 points, Reggie, in 31 minutes.
Wow.
Walker picks
Towns
up
at the line.
Foul. Here is Karl Anthony Towns at the free throw line. 26 and 11. He has averaged in this series.
Breaks the first one.
First free throw and go.
Here's the penetration there, and ooh, took a shot right to the chin there from Turner. Cat now 8 of 14, 19.
That looked like it hurt.
11 rebounds. And
He's had a good offensive series.
Oh, he's been great. Absolutely fabulous. And again, no one on the Pacers can stay in front.
Gets the second free throw.
What you need to do, though, is attack him at the other end.
You need to attack him at the other end, and you need to get 1 or 2 charges every game on him at the defensive end.
McConnell down low, Shannon will defend.
Oh, we got trapped.
Fencing him off.
Turnover, Knicks ball.
Nice defense by New York.
That's some lockdown defense. He had nowhere to go.
That is a great defensive possession because as TJ McConnell probed the baseline, everyone stayed home. Look at this. Every guy is
That's great defense.
You know TJ McConnell
Knicks have been playing phenomenal defense all night.
only looking to pass. Great job. Great attention to detail by the Knicks defense.
It's Hart.
What are they chanting?
Anunoby. Shot clock at 7.
Anunoby for 3. Brick.
Rebound McConnell.
I don't know if we should have possessions where Karl Anthony Towns does not touch the ball if you're New York.
Especially with Brunson on the bench.
Absolutely.
Siakam had the ball. Driving to the basket. Got it.
Thrusting his way inside for 2, working on Hart.
Now this is where the Pacers get dangerous.
Leading Indiana.
That's the question, Coach. Halliburton, he's been over there a long time.
Pacers try to close that gap, go on a run.
Message to his young superstar.
I don't know, but he's getting almost as many shots.
And it looks like the Pacers are starting to get some life. Oh, turnover. Josh Hart.
Pocketed by the defensive Hart.
Karl Anthony Towns coming down. Another steal by the Pacers.
Nice play, Walker. Nice play defensively, Indiana.
Indiana's got numbers. Towns is 50 feet behind.
Wide open. Oh, Turner. Back. 3. Got it. Okay, Pacers got life.
Towns got to get back into play quicker than that and a better attention to detail and getting matched.
Your lead is cut to 12.
Timeout taken New York. 9-1 run Indiana Pacers.
And it's all about transition.
Pacers couldn't get a bucket to save their life, and now they went on a 9-1
To get back in the picture.
run.
Walker makes them pay.
Went on commercial break. So it looks like the Indiana Pacers have got some life. We'll see if Tyrese Halliburton gets put back in the roster. And we'll see if the Indiana Pacers can have another miracle comeback. It's still 8 minutes left in the quarter. So there's plenty of time for them to come back and close a gap on a 12-point lead. The Knicks are definitely going to want to keep Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns out there. And make sure that Karl Anthony Towns doesn't get into foul trouble if they don't want to sub him out. Right now, the leading scorer for the Pacers is Benedict Mathurin coming off the bench with 21 points. Tyrese Halliburton still only got 6 points, man. Oh my God. Eight minutes left in the fourth quarter. Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. New York Knicks versus Indiana Pacers. New York Knicks are up by 12 with 8 minutes left to go. Let's see if the Indiana Pacers can form another wild comeback or if the Knicks can hold them off and force a game 6 going back to Indiana. Drink some more water, man. I'm parched. Shout out to everybody watching on other platforms as well. We stream live on TikTok, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Baba Yaga, John Wick. I'm gonna see that, man. We love John Wick over here. Absolutely love John Wick over here. Okay, game's back. Commercial break done. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Let's see if the Knicks can close it out, or if the Indiana Pacers can have another comeback. New York Knicks have the ball.
Either Indiana or the Knicks. Go to NBA.com or the NBA app for more information. Neesmith is in. Walker will defend. Surveying is Brunson.
Oh, Brunson almost loses the ball. Looks like it's going to be jump ball.
And they're going to play a game of Twister. It's a jump ball, they call. Nice aggressive defense. Walker's giving him some nice minutes.
It looked like Halliburton came on the weak side. No, that was Nembhard who got a hand on it that forced the ball and Brunson to the floor there. And you're right, Kevin. Walker has come off the bench here, along with Mathurin, who's back on the bench and giving them great minutes.
Right now, this game is closer than it was.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson got to chill.
Game one, which Indiana came back to win.
Pacers got the ball.
Indiana 4-4 this quarter.
Tyrese Halliburton is back in. Halliburton to Miles Turner, shoots in and out. Rebound by Josh Hart.
Clutching onto it was Hart. Off to Brunson.
Towns for three. Misses.
Rebound by Neesmith.
Halliburton back in.
Halliburton can look for his shot a little bit.
Ananobi.
Only 5 field goal attempts.
Turnover. Going back to the Knicks.
It has to be Halliburton, Coach. I'm sorry. You got 7 minutes and change left.
Halliburton has been non-existent this entire game.
Him touching the paint. I don't care to shoot the basketball, but create opportunities. 18 turnovers for Indiana.
Josh Hart with the rock. Nembhard guarding him. Drives to the paint. And one. Got it.
And was fouled.
This is a man's play right here by Josh Hart.
Well, he's got the size advantage on Nembhard. Gets him up in the air.
Great game for Josh Hart. Great game defensively, offensively.
With him on the floor, this guy's a really good player, but it's been a long night.
Nembhard's got 4 fouls, and Hart is at the free throw line. 9 points for him, with 7 rebounds.
14 points, though, seems like nothing in this series.
Halliburton thought 3.
Halliburton does not want to shoot that rock at all.
Halliburton on to Hart.
Oh, get it back, give and go.
He'll knife his way inside. Halliburton off the glass.
Wow.
Towns rips it off.
Halliburton usually hits those, or at least attempts those threes, but he has not attempted anything at all. He's been giving the ball away pretty much all night.
And he's trying to look for an escape hatch. 6.5.
Just flat out disappeared, man.
Inside, Bridges, snuck, feeds.
And that's a weird thing with Halliburton. I don't want to say he's afraid of the moment, because we've seen the exact opposite throughout this entire playoffs, but it seems like he's avoiding. He just doesn't want to take that shot.
How many times did they run that for Jay Wright? Nice little back cut here by Bridges. Look at the yellow jerseys around, and then there's the slip cut from Hart.
Commercial break. So Jalen Brunson has 30 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Karl-Anthony Towns, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. Mikal Bridges, 10 points. And then Josh Hart adds another 11. So pretty much a full team contribution from the Knicks all around, offensively, defensively. And with the Indiana Pacers, it's the complete opposite. You got the bench who contributed a lot, and then you have your starters who have been pretty much non-existent offensively throughout this entire game. Commercial break. We got 6 minutes, approximately just under 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. New York Knicks lead 184. Gotta get these social media posts ready, gang. Follow me on all socials. Game is back. Commercial break done.
With 32 points, 12 rebounds, 15 assists, 4 steals. Not a single turnover tonight. Reggie has got 6 points, 1 of 6, no threes, and 4 of 5 at the line.
To me, he just didn't bring, he was so good in game 4.
Okay, we back on it. Pacers got the ball. 6 minutes left. Tyrese Halliburton, is he actually going to shoot? Nope. Tries to get it to Turner. Almost a turnover. Yeah, and the Pacers are going to be chucking up a lot of threes at this point. Trying to close that gap.
30 points or more. He's got right at 30 tonight.
Tyrese Halliburton still refuses to take a shot.
He's got the ball. Every time he turns around, he sees gold. Shot clock at 2.
Mikal Bridges fadeaway shot. He loves that shot. Another hit.
Bridges has found his offense.
That fadeaway from that free throw line is Mikal Bridges' shot. Oh. Might have been a travel.
Do you see the swarm? Do you see the Knicks swarm there?
It's been all about the New York defense.
It has only 84 points tonight for Indiana.
Bridges picks up number 1.
Beautiful fadeaway shot by Mikal Bridges.
Way to throw the ball out front and go get it, Bridges, to get that shot. But look at the white jerseys. Attention to detail.
The Knicks defense is doing a great job of rotating. Mathurin pulls up, misses. Anunoby with the rebound. Jalen Brunson has the ball right now, bringing up the court. Guarded by Nembhard.
Lurching ahead. Brunson, Hart in the corner. Anunoby. Towns triple.
Towns misses a 3.
And a rebound by Halliburton.
Siakam got it. Siakam gets a field goal.
Nice look ahead by Halliburton.
Well, Siakam is
5 minutes left in the game.
In this series on runouts, when the ball is shot from the top, the next guy on the wing has got to be back on the release of the shot. New York's defensive balance throughout the series has not been good.
Brunson rides and fires.
Nice shot by Brunson.
Well, that's been the one constant tonight for the Knicks. Has been Brunson offensively.
32 for him. Siakam tangled up with Hart and sheds him and floats in and can't get it, and Hart grabs it. It's Anunoby the other way. Knicks are feeling it. Anunoby will drive hard. Turner in the way. A couple fakes. Hart the rebound.
Mikal Bridges.
The wing. Bridges
in and out.
Rebound collected. Mathurin He'll come flying the other way, right into Brunson, and
Mathurin has been the only offensive spark for the Pacers the entire night. Benedict Mathurin with 23 points,
Mathurin's 23 points, matching
leading the Indiana Pacers.
playoff high. Back-to-back good games for Benedict Mathurin.
Nembhard now trying to be a little bit more physical with Brunson. Switches him off with Siakam.
New York shooting right at 50% tonight. Another
Brunson
good shooting game for the Knicks.
trying to trap.
Brunson, Hart, 1 second to go.
Turnover. Nembhard with the ball, bringing up the court, getting it to Siakam. Foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. Why do you need to do that?
And that's number 5 on Towns.
Karl-Anthony Towns with a foul. Wait, what a dumb foul.
This was around the time that Neesmith
Tom Thibodeau can't believe his eyes.
in game 1 when they were down by 16.
These New York fans are going to tear down New York, man.
Lineup that they had on the floor in that game 1, they're going with Toppin and going small, trying to really spread New York out.
3:26 to go. New York the timeout. They've got 2. Pacers have 2 timeouts.
Basketball is more than a game. It's a connection to each other, to ourselves, to what fuels us, a connection to our mind.
Commercial break. Now, who gets the game ball for this game? All right, game back. Commercial break done.
Indiana has never led. Towns and Brunson's are the first teammates to each score 20-plus points in the first 5 games of a conference final since Shaq and Kobe in 2002.
Pretty impressive.
That is indeed.
There's plenty of time here, though. Yeah, I wouldn't normally say this, but we just saw it.
Okay, Pacers got the ball. There's only 3 left. Tyrese looks like he wanted to pull up, but he didn't.
Towns will pick him up. Shot clock at 11. Halliburton to the hole.
Halliburton scores for the first time in what feels like forever.
Those 5 fouls. Attack the body.
But that's good by the Knicks. You've got to run him off the 3-point line. It was the 3-point barrage.
Foul on Siakam.
Come back the other night.
Siakam the foul. So Siakam will pick up the foul. 3rd, they'll make it 2nd on him with his 15 points and 6 rebounds. Towns to Brunson. Bridges. Hart, nice ball rotation and an OB3.
We will be streaming Game 6 on Saturday. Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
All the 50-50 balls here in Game 5.
That's been a difference. You're right. Towns!
And 1 Karl-Anthony Towns.
And that's the problem. You don't come up with that possession. And it's the Knicks.
This game is wraps.
Towns. What a night. Feels the contact. And he's been doing it.
And Rick
with aggressive.
Carlisle going to his bench right now. Siakam coming out.
So it looks like the Indiana Pacers have cleared all the starters from the starting lineup. Bench is on. So the Indiana Pacers have pretty much accepted defeat and will regroup for Game 6 back in Indiana.
Take care of the ball at the other end. Halliburton coming out. The white flag being waved. And Indiana.
Pretty abysmal game from the Indiana starters overall.
Game on Saturday
Tyrese Halliburton only with 8 points. Benedict Mathurin leads scoring with 23. Pascal Siakam 15. Benedict Mathurin had a career postseason game. 23 points, 8 rebounds. But overall, Pacers came out a little bit flat. And the Knicks took care of the lead and have held that lead for the entirety of the game.
Doesn't have that killer instinct. That place will be rocking downtown Indy on Saturday with Anunoby hitting the cutting bridges and handing off to Towns.
Towns is putting the exclamation mark on this win.
And also to the story for the Knicks, again, the 1-2 punch of Brunson and Towns. Too much for the Pacers.
Rebound New York.
Now, if I'm New York after this possession, I might be taking my starters out.
Their defensive pressure.
They had great defense second half of game 3, but this is the best 48-minute defensive effort they've had in this series.
Knicks were great defensively the entire game.
And a 3. Towns rebound.
Brunson miss, then Towns miss.
Galloping the other way, 3 into 3. With Walker, he'll launch it.
Air ball. Pacers air ball.
New York's ball, 1:28 to go.
Well, again, I have absolutely loved the pressure all game long. They had hands on bodies, coach, for the Knicks.
Indiana takes a timeout. Looks like we're going back to Indiana.
Indiana timeout. About to go to commercial break. So, Knicks fans still have the opportunity to come back and win in Game 6 as well, force a Game 7. Again, we will be streaming Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals on Saturday. We got less than a minute left in the fourth quarter. It looks like the Knicks are taking this one and we'll be forcing a Game 6. Okay, we're back. Commercial break done. Knicks have the ball.
Kim Tatone, we have Taylor Elwood and Jackie Trujillo. Graphics operator Benjamin Momo. Second team sound team Sammy Paulus and
Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns are on the bench. They've been taken out of the game.
Professionals, each and every one. One of hundreds.
George Robinson.
There's a miss. Indiana's got it. Johnny Furphy, a rookie out of Kansas, is in. Nimhard will go into Shamet, and a 3 is launched and missed by Bryant. And saved by Shepard. Walker on top. Underneath Bryant, there's an Achua foul.
Why did I know you were going to make sure you told us where Johnny Furphy was from, Kevin? Why did I know that?
Because of how hard it is to get in that school.
Yes.
The great talent they turn out.
You said the Harvard of the Midwest.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Well, it's the Harvard of Lawrence, Kansas, anyway.
Indiana cut into the lead of New York and got to within 10 in the third quarter. And they got to within 12 in the fourth.
And again, another turnover. We talked about it for the Knicks.
Josh Hart gets fouled.
It's been Indiana here in Game 5.
Well, this
Josh Hart with a pretty solid game.
In this year's playoffs, 15 games in for Indiana that they have not scored 100 points. They had been the only team in the
They got 11 rebounds, 4 assists.
to score 100 in every game. Not tonight.
Let's see if he scores 12 from here.
The pressure that the Pacers
Josh Hart at the free throw line.
is their game 7. Now,
Gets the first bucket.
If they lose, but it is now the pressure shifts to them because obviously the Knicks had to win tonight to extend the series.
And maybe some doubt. I mean, is that too strong a thing to say?
Well, number one, they're going to have to match the physicality from the jump. And we know the Knicks are a
Josh Hart misses the second.
team on the road. What are they, 6-2 in these playoffs?
Fouled by the Knicks. Josh Hart, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. And he will come out of the game now. Great defensive effort by Josh Hart. Knicks defensively this game have been phenomenal.
The most in these playoffs. Shepard at the line. McBride picked up number 3. And it also looks like, Stan, we're going to have our first double-digit finish. We've had all the single-digit games until tonight.
And now the Knicks creating that separation. How will the Pacers respond on Saturday?
Well, the other factor here tonight, Indiana's been shooting the 3-ball great in the playoffs. Only 4 times have they been under 35% from 3, and they've lost all 4 of them.
It has been a telltale, hasn't it? McBride.
20 seconds left in the game.
McCourty puts it in. Nembhard drives and gets it to go.
They're going to need a lot more of Nembhard.
Pacers
game 6.
Pacers had their chances. Within 10 in the third, within 12 in the fourth.
Okay, final score 111-94. The New York Knicks take game 5.
And they are alive and kicking. And now the series to
Tyrese Halliburton does not look phased at all.
with the Pacer lead cut 3-2. Indiana never led. And the Knicks lead was as high as 22 points tonight. New York ended up shooting 49% to the Pacers 40%. And Stan talked about the 3-point shooting. Knicks hit 15 and the Pacers hit 10. Let's go to Allie.
Well, Jalen, congratulations. I mean, for the first time all series, this game didn't come down to a handful of possessions. Why was tonight so different?
I mean, we were just able to get stops early, run, able to convert, and we just found a way.
Your defense completely rattled them from start to finish. What were the changes that you made, or how did you execute better to take them totally out of their game plan?
I just feel like we just played better. We played better. We played to our standards, and you got to give them a lot of credit for the way they play, but we played Knicks basketball tonight.
Looking ahead to game 6, you guys have confidence on the road. Does the pressure shift for you, or did you never feel the pressure in the first place?
Just focus on one thing at a time, one quarter, and then we go from there. Focus on the first quarter.
Enjoy this one. We'll see you in Indy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Knicks win it tonight. And the series now goes back to Indianapolis with the Pacers leading 3-2. The winner here goes to the Eastern Conference Championship. And
He meant to say NBA Finals.
Catch game 6 here Saturday, 7 o'clock Eastern, right here on TNT.
Okay. The New York Knicks take game 5. We are going back to Indiana for game 6. We'll see if the New York Knicks can force a game 7 and make this interesting. The New York Knicks win 111-94 in game 5. We will be streaming game 6 on Saturday. New York Knicks versus Indiana Pacers. Game 6, we will be streaming on Saturday. And we'll see if the Indiana Pacers can close it out and go to the NBA Finals, or if the Knicks can force a game 7. Anyways, that is the game. Everything is done. Shout out to the New York Knicks. It was not close to the entire game. New York Knicks led the entire way. Now we're going to see if they can continue to bring this presence in game 6 and extend this to a game 7. Anyways, I'm out.